Hi, awesome, amazing, adored people. My name is Reagan Scott, and I cannot tell y'all how excited I am to be talking to y'all on my first video about my passion for Christ. And I'm so excited and humbled to be talking to you, amazing, beautiful people, today about how to gain strength and trust in God through the darkness of the world that seems to engulf us every day. And so I'm going to flash back to freshman year me. Now I'm a junior now, so that was about a few years ago when I got on this thing called a Jesus high. And if you don't know what a Jesus high is, it's this point in your life when you just get so excited about Jesus himself and spreading his name and growing closer to him. And it can last for like a super long period of time or a short period of time, and it really depends. But it's just this point in your life, this high point with Jesus in your own life. And so I got in this point, and it was a night when I watched all these Christian sermons. I dug deeper into his word through devotionals and just through prayer. And then that night I came to a realization, and I was like, tomorrow morning I should get up at 6 before I get on the bus, before I do anything in regards of my day. And I should spend time with Jesus outside in nature and really grow closer to him to start off my day and put on the full armor of God before I walk into the day. And I got super excited, and I woke up that morning, 6 a.m., outside, the birds were chirping, the wind was blowing, and I had this time with Jesus. And of course, after that, I was so joyful, so excited. I got on my bus to go to school, walk into school, and I just had the joy of the Lord as my strength that day. But that day ended up being pretty terrible. And I remember vividly coming home and just sitting with God and questioning him. I was like, okay, God. So I spent probably just the last portion of my night with you last night, and today I spent the morning with you, and it was way more time than I spent with you in comparison to last night, and yesterday I had a way better day than I had today, so that doesn't really add up. Like, how can something like that happen? And then it took me kind of a while to realize that that's just God testing our faith. So if we have a plan in our mind, right? If we have a plan, whether it's just saying that we're going to have the greatest day of our lives walking into the day, or if it's a plan saying, okay, so I spent an hour on this outfit, everybody's going to praise me for it, or I know every single thing that's going to be on this test and I'm going to get 100, I guarantee it. No matter what may happen, no matter what your personal plan is for the day, whether it's super concise or whether it's super broad, God's like, okay. And you say you have faith in me through this. You say that you're super confident in me walking through your day, but I'm going to kind of deteriorate your plan a little bit. And we're like, okay, so one minor inconvenience isn't that bad, but then it keeps happening, and then we end up being in this questioning time with God. Like, okay, God, what are you doing in my life? What's the purpose of all this, and why are you doing this to me? And like I said, it took me a long time to realize that it's all in order for us to grow in our faith in him. So I'm going to open my Bible here and turn to a verse called Jeremiah 29:11. Some of y'all may have heard of it. It's a pretty popular verse, but basically what it says is, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord." So when we're in this period of questioning with God, he's looking down upon us and saying, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you." You may think that you're being harmed, but it's plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And I'm going to relate this to nature, what God's created, the beautiful nature that's outside. So what if every single day, 365 days of the year, it was only sunshine? No other weather, no rain, no snow, just sunshine itself, and that was the only weather outside. Wouldn't the plants not be able to grow? Wouldn't they end up withering and ultimately dying from this? And they wouldn't be growing and beautiful and blooming like we see them to be. And that's like how God's growing us. So we can't just have sunshine in our life 24/7. We need the storms. We need the rain in order for us to grow in our faith in him. And that can be a difficult concept to grasp, but ultimately it'll make us so much stronger in our faith in him and so much stronger through this life itself. And so God's saying, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, and plans to give you a future." His plans for us in the future are so amazing, and the reason that he's putting us through this is for us to appreciate the abundant future he has for us that much more. For us to realize that what we went through does not even compare to the joy that we're going to experience in his plans for us in the future. To give you a future, as he says, and a hope. And that's the key word in this video today, is hope. Hope in the Lord, strength in the Lord. Walking through our day saying, you know what, I might not get that grade on that test that I want to get, but I'm going to have hope in the Lord that it's going to be okay. I might not get any acclamation or praise on this outfit that I spent super long on, And it's kind of stupid when I think about it, you know, me trying to get praise from the world when all I need is praise from God. But, you know, I'm going to trust Him in my day, and that's all that matters. And whether it's something silly like a test grade or trying to get praise from people, which are both pretty weird idols to have when Jesus is here, I'll let y'all know. But, or whether it's something like a loved one getting sick or a diagnosis or something that's really, really hard on you. You're sitting there questioning God. He knows the plans He has for you. And they're plans that are so amazing that we can't even comprehend. And when we go and meet Him face to face in heaven, on that joyful day when we meet Him face to face, He's going to look at us and be like, good and faithful servant, you have fought the good fight. You have finished the race and you have kept the faith. He's going to be so proud of us, and that day is going to be a day so full of joy because we had Jesus carrying us through our battles, and we may have those high points, those sunshines, and we are going to have those raining moments. But ultimately, God is in control. His plans for you are exceedingly and abundantly greater than we can ever ask for or imagine. And I want to encourage y'all today and let y'all know that whether you're going through something super, super minor, but with a lot of hurt, or something big with just super amount of hurt, God's in control and He's with you. And I really want to encourage you today that everything's going to be okay because He's in control and He's with you right now. And if you surrender to Him and you really cling to Him, and then we can be able, y'all, to walk through the halls of school, walk through our days wherever God takes us with this strength in Him and knowing that, okay, my day might not be as I want it to be, but He's in control and He's with me, and that's all that really matters. And I love you all so much, and I want to let y'all know, don't ever base your worth on what the world thinks of you, because all that matters is what God thinks of you, and God thinks of you so highly and so wonderfully, and that's all that matters, and He's with you, and He's really, really making you so much stronger through whatever you're going through. And I love you, and He loves you, and I really hope that this got to encourage you today. I love you all so much, and have the best and blessed day.